Hey everyone, today I wanted to do a quick unboxing and give you my first impressions on the Yeti home integration kit. And this is a unit that lets you hook your Yeti Lithium up to your electrical panel so you can use it directly for power outages. And this product's been around for about a year now, but there's really not a lot of information online. The Goal Zero sites has pretty thin information, and I didn't see a lot of reviews, so I thought I would walk everyone through what it's like to get one of these kits and what you can expect. One of the first things that struck me is this is not really branded as a Goal Zero product at all. It's all branded as a Reliance ProTran 2 model, and really other than this one piece of paper that's sitting here on top that has some really high-level consumer-facing information about Goal Zero, everything else is completely Reliance, and including the instructions. So I thought that was really interesting. It's a little different than a normal Goal Zero product. So first of all, you can see this is the really heavy-duty electrical cable that you use to plug your Yeti into the panel. And the next thing here is the small connectors that are used to connect the conduit cable to the unit. And this is the standard 3-prong 110 volt connector. It's essentially a male household power outlet, and that's going to be installed on the front of the unit. And so essentially that heavy duty cable you saw plugs into the Yeti and then plugs into that receptacle. These are the wires that connect from the transfer panel, and we'll go over those in a little more detail later. And this is the flexible metal conduit that is used to connect between this panel and your main junction box. It's about 16 inches long, so this needs to be close to the unit. Hefting this thing out of the box, it's actually a pretty heavy unit. It's an all metal construction, which is nice. It feels really well made, and it looks like a pretty standard electrical box here. I'll spin it around so you can see all the different angles. You can see there's punch outs so that you can get cables in and out of there wherever you want. It's UL listed, and it has this pretty nice looking sort of gunmetal textured finish on it. It's a pretty heavy unit though. I was surprised. In the pictures it looked like it was really lightweight, but it's pretty beefy. And this is the top view here. You can see there's some mounting tabs, so you can just screw it right into the wall. So, overall I think this is a really well-made unit. And opening the front panel of the unit, you'll see there's 4 switches and the breakers below. And at the top here is a convenient area where you can jot down what circuits are connected to what. The door itself is plastic. And zooming in here and looking at the switches, everything seems pretty high quality here. These are standard household breakers at the bottom. And then at the top are these 3-way toggle switches where you can switch between the line position, which is the direct from your power, to off to generator. So that's how you switch between those. And next we'll take a look at the wires that come out of this unit. These are 10 gauge heavy duty solid copper wires, pretty standard, and they're about 4 feet long. And the idea with these is there's a pair for each letter. So there's A, B, C, and D switches, and your electrician would basically find the A wire that's red and black and use that to wire that one circuit in to your panel. So again, this should probably be installed by a licensed electrician. I did not install this myself. And what I'm doing here is I'm taking this little front cover off the unit, because the idea is that that male receptacle will be installed here on the front of the unit, and that lets you plug your Yeti right in here. So you'll take that heavy duty cable that was supplied here and you plug the male side into the Yeti, and the female side slides into this recessed male receptacle on the transfer panel. My electrician was pretty happy to see that this came with both a straight and a 90-degree conduit connector. And again, this is the one pager, it's not even double-sided, that's written for the end user. It just explains how to use this. Essentially, you just flip the switch. It's pretty easy. You don't have to change any switches in your main panel to turn this on. You just flip between line and generator, and that's how you flip them over. Now, this is the real manual. So this is the manual that's written for the electrician. And this is written by Reliance to cover really all of their transfer panels. They make a whole range of these things that have 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 slots. This particular unit is designed for the Yeti, specifically because it only has 110 volt output. So it's not as heavy duty as some of the other generators, like if you have a 30 amp output generator. So this, although you could use other transfer panels, they really wouldn't work as well with the Yeti because they're designed for higher power input. So, I think overall the quality is pretty good. This door is a little wonky, but otherwise the panel is pretty solid. And my overall plan is to create a hookup on the back of my house near my porch where I can plug in my generator, my propane generator. And so this is a male receptacle that I bought for that purposes, heavy duty outdoor receptacle. So this is going to be mounted near my back deck, so I can run my propane generator and plug it right in here, and then we'll wire this into a outlet near the Yeti, and that'll be used to plug into my heavy duty charger. And then from the solar side, I bought this combiner cable here. So this has 4 8mm inputs, and that converts over into an Anderson power pole at the end. So all my solar panels will plug into this Anderson. And then the idea is I then bought an Anderson cable, and that Anderson cable is going to be used to run from that combiner into the Yeti. And I'll do a video on that in a bit, but you can see what the Anderson extension cable looks like. The thing that's really cool about these is these are actually 12 gauge wire. So the 8mm cables are really puny. They're 16 gauge, but these are 12 gauge, and they have a really nice connection here. You'll see it's waterproof because the connectors actually overlap. So they did a really good job designing these cables. So this is going to be used to connect my solar panels into the Yeti. So that's how that's going to work. I'm really excited about these cables. They're really, really high quality. So I definitely would recommend getting your solar input summed into Anderson and using Anderson cables over using any of the 8mm extension cables because they're just too thin. And one of my big questions was how to connect this cable through the house in a way that was waterproof. So I talked to Goal Zero, and they really didn't have any suggestions. They said, hey, maybe pop open a window in your basement, which is not a good option. So I talked to my electrician, and the plan we came up with was we're going to drill a small hole through the wood in the house. We're going to pass this cable. We're going to silicone that up really tight. And then I got this plastic waterproof box, and you can see I'm having trouble opening it because it actually has a really good seal inside it. And so this will be mounted to the house. We're going to pull as much cable through as we can. So there'll probably be a couple feet coiled up inside this box, and that'll keep it out of the elements. And then the rest of this can be inside the basement and plug into the Yeti. So that's the idea. I really wanted to eliminate as many connections as possible because every time you have a connection, you're going to lose some power. And so you want to keep the run really short, and you want to reduce the number of connections here. So I'm hoping the box does that. And this is the basement here, and this is where I'm going to be installing my home integration kits. I actually bought 2, so I'm going to have 8 switches. I'll have 2 kits stacked, and that's going to sit here next to the panel. I'm really looking forward to the install. It's going to be happening in the next couple days, and I'll be doing an in-depth video on that, and I'll show everyone how the whole system works once it's up and running. So overall, I was very impressed with the quality of this kit. It's much heavier duty than I even thought by looking at the website. And, Reliance, the ProTran 2 are sort of the best possible transfer panel you can buy. So, I have a lot of confidence the system is going to work really well. So I hope everyone found this useful. Please subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. Thanks. Bye.